So my first funny story that I can think of was on my first home. I actually paid someone to fix it. So I put a bunch of signs out saying handyman needed. And I actually got a handyman from like an hour away, which is kind of funny. And he came the first day, gave me a bid on the job. And then the day he came to work, he brought a couple friends. And literally in like an hour, he had called me. It's like, it's too much. Like, started freaking out and just quit. And then his friends that had came, they were a little bit older and they're like, we're willing to do it, but he undershot the price. Like, let us reshoot the price at you and see if you're willing to do it. So anyway, I hired them. And there are some things I did at the start that I shouldn't have. These people lived in it while they fixed it, which isn't something you're supposed to do. So they lived in there for like 2 or 3 weeks while they fixed it because they lived an hour away. And then as time went on, I kept like figuring things out. I'm like, why won't they go get any materials? There's a hardware store right down the road. Like, whenever they needed anything, I'd have to drive out there and get it for them. So finally I was like, I about had it. Like, you need to go get this. Like, I'll buy it online and you can just go pick it up. So they did. And then I remember they went to the store, to Lowe's. And then they're like, okay, we're here picking it up. Like, we'll be back in about half hour. All of a sudden, an hour later, I get a call. They went the opposite direction, like an hour, and we're out of gas. Had no gas. So they needed gas money. So they were telling me they were trying to sell their like ring, like their wedding ring and like jewelry. Yeah. Like, telling me all this stuff. I'm like, what?
Oh my God. These are the people that are like squatting in your house now.
Yeah. So I was like, why did I seriously have to drive like 45 minutes to give you money for gas? They're like, yeah, we're really sorry. And so I was like getting ready to leave. Like, this is ridiculous. Then all of a sudden they called me. We found $10. So like, we're going to fill up and head back. So I'm like, okay. I'm like explaining to them how to get back. I'm like, it's super easy. I'm like, I wanted them to get like halfway and I was going to meet them and they could follow me back. So I'm like, call me when you get there. All of a sudden, like 40 minutes goes by and I call them like, where are you? They're like, oh, we're driving. And they passed the whole city again. Like, they drove through the city and back out. So they're out of gas again.
No
So
way.
I got my mom to come with me because I kind of like explained to her, because we were together that day working on something in my house. And she was freaked out that I was going to get like robbed. So we headed out there, and I don't think they were on drugs or anything, and it seemed like it. But I gave them some money for gas, and then we left and kind of sat there and watched and waited to see where they're going to go, if they're even going to go back to the place or not. And they did go back. Well, then after that night, I was all sketched out like, man, I need to do a background check on these people, which I didn't do. I found out that the one guy had just got out of prison for he's been in there for 16 years and he just got out, and he was in prison for trying to stab a police officer. And he had like another time he was in jail for trying to like stab someone else. And I was like, wow, like, I've been walking around this little trailer with this guy, and he was a super nice guy. And, yeah, it was just like, what am I doing? So
maybe that's a reason why he didn't know how to use like a GPS or the phone.
yeah, so I found out he had put the town's name, but it was a different state. So he was heading out of state.
Wow.
So that's why I got so lost.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he didn't know how to use GPS, didn't know how to text. So he was always calling me instead of texting. If I texted him, he'd always call me. There's a point where I didn't know if they knew how to read.
Did you, was it, but it wasn't that, it was he couldn't
honestly
text.
I still don't even know, because they finished and I was like, all right, like, have a good one. And then now they're in prison again. So
did they do the repairs okay?
Yeah, not bad.
I hope that video was helpful. The investors that I interview on this channel are people that I work with, and the credit goes to them. We spend a good deal of time together over the phone, working on deals, looking at pictures, making offers together. But the folks that I work with, the folks that I interview, including a lot of folks that have their own YouTube channels now. I've been helping folks for the past 10 years invest in mobile homes, and I really help to keep people out of trouble, save people money, and make people a lot of money as well. Now, the people I interview on this channel, again, the credit goes to them. Yes, there's a lot lot of time that we spend together, but ultimately it's that investor, just like it might be you in the future, putting in the time and the effort and the energy and having 1,000 opportunities to just give up along the way. If you think that this is something for you, if you'd like to learn more about mobile home investing, you can check out a free website, mobilehomeinvesting.net. Should be right up here somewhere. And then if you want to get started working one-on-one potentially or learn more about what that takes, you can always go ahead and go to the website below that you see right there, and you can learn more about moving forward with a training program called the Mobile Home Formula, and us working together one-on-one with daily phone calls, daily help, as needed. This business is real time. You're going to have questions. Things change day to day. If you can believe it, in real estate, it just changes day to day like that. You're seeing new things, you're talking to new people, and you should have somebody on your side. Somebody that has over 18 years of experience and has helped a number of people with some crazy situations and stories. And I don't say that to brag or anything. I just say that because there's a lot of weird situations out there that I might not have believed them if I didn't go through them, firsthand or secondhand, helping so many people from the East Coast to the West Coast, or the West Coast to the East Coast, depending on which way this video is turned. Okay, so thanks so much for watching this video. Again, I really hope that it was helpful. If we never work together, you can always email me. My email's always on for you again, support@mobilehomeinvesting.net. If you ever need me, support@mobilehomeinvesting.net regardless. And then anything else, have a great rest of the day. I hope that you learned so much. Take massive action. You can do this. If you have any questions, reach out. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.